Installment of Star Trek Yellow Springs, Season 5, Episode 6. We are about ready to begin A Step Between the Stars. I'm to report to Dyson Control Command because we got some information regarding possible assault involving the Voth. Starfleet sent the USS Yellow Springs to investigate. And other ships, I would imagine. Understood. I'll find the Chief Logistics Officer.
You're just in time. Please follow me to Sub-Commander Cole.
Very well.
Good to see you again. Nellen Exel, the Voth scientist who joined your crew, has provided information vital to our understanding of the sphere's operation. We now know why the sphere generates vast amounts of omega particles. It is designed to use those particles as fuel to jump to any area of space. There is a space station that controls the jumps in close orbit of the sphere's star.
Go on.
Admiral Tuvok from Starfleet was selected to lead a small team to the station to try to disable it. With him is Dr. Eric Cooper, a scientist who has been studying Dyson and Iconian technology. Something's gone wrong. 2 hours ago, we received a distress signal from Tuvok. Please use the console to download the signal. Afterward, I'd like to hear your opinion of the situation.
Very well. I'll listen to the message.
Joint Command, please respond. This is Tuvok. Sensors have detected a large Voth fleet moving toward the station. They have discovered us, and we have yet to complete our work. Communications with our ship are down. Our last contact with them indicated that they were having technical difficulties and may be forced to retreat to a safer location. I will be unable to stop a Voth advance without assistance.
This doesn't sound good.
Tuvok and Cooper are stranded with an entire Voth fleet bearing down on them. I need you to fly to the station, rescue our team, and finish the mission. Our fleet will engage the Voth to help keep them distracted. But to avoid detection, you'll need to fly roughly 100 kilometers above the surface of the star.
Flying that close to the sun will put my ship at risk. But we'll do what the mission demands. It's not the first time.
Speak with the logistics officer assigned to brief your crew on the situation. With your permission, we can help your engineers set up a temporary modulation for your shield frequencies that should allow your ship to travel that close to the sun safely.
Alright.
Greetings. Our engineers are working with your crew now to create a temporary modulation program that will help your shields protect your ship from the heat and radiation you will encounter on your way to the sun station. Your ship should be able to safely make the trip, but it won't be able to remain in orbit of the station.
Where should the Yellow Springs go after I'm on the station?
We will need every available ship to fight the Voth. It would be best if your ship joined the fleet once you are aboard the station. Your goals on the station are to find Admiral Tuvok, assist him to shut down the sphere's jump capabilities, and then retreat before the Voth fleet arrives. Do you have any questions?
If the Yellow Springs is with the fleet, what's our escape plan?
Admiral Tuvok traveled to the station in a new starship, specifically designed to withstand the conditions there. The Dyson has reported some technical issues, but they should still be in transporter range. It will be standing by to assist you when you've completed your mission.
Understood. I'll return to my ship. Yellow Springs, beam us up. I don't like the idea of flying that close to a sun. But Starfleet has a mission to do, and I'm willing to accept the risks. The Enterprise is out there, obviously. And here I come. That is way too close for comfort. The Yellow Springs will hold together. She's a tough ship. Plot a course for the station. Best possible speed. I wonder if I can go to full impulse. Yep. There's the station. That's surrounded by solar flares. I'll stop. Very well. Let's repair the solar flare inhibitors, then contact Admiral Tuvok. We just not get too close to those flares. Our shielding's holding up for now, but if we get too close to those flares, it will really disrupt them. Let's realign the solar flare inhibitors. Revalidate Pablo True structural integrity field. Come on, Yellow Springs. I know you can hold together. You're a tough ship. You face the worst, you beat the worst. This is no different. Although I will admit I'd rather have an enemy fleet firing at me than having to plot a course around a star. Just a little bit longer. I know what she can take, and I will admit this is pushing her limits. But we've been through a lot together, me and the Yellow Springs. I'm not about to fail this mission. Oh god, oh god, I'm getting hit with the solar flares. Avoiding them as best I can. My two shields were taking some hits. By activating these inhibitors, the solar flares will go down. One more. Apparently this station was built to withstand the heat and radiation this close to the sun. Boy, if I had that technology on this ship, I'd stay here for a while. But I don't. See if I can avoid the flares this time. Got it. Hail Admiral Tuvok.
Your arrival is timely. The Voth are already on the station. I am with Dr. Cooper, but many of the other members of our team have been killed. Any assistance you can render would be useful. I recommend that you speak to your crew before transport. Your vessel will not be able to remain in range for long.
Understood. I'll be there soon, Admiral. Support the fleet once I leave. Beam me to the station. I'm going in alone. Which is fine by me, because I'll have Admiral Tuvok, who is a proven battle technician over the years. He was security chief of USS Voyager, so he knows his stuff. Whether he's an admiral or not, it doesn't matter.
Greetings. I am Admiral Tuvok. The man behind the crates is Dr. Eric Cooper, the Federation Science Council's expert on Dyson technology.
Yes. Hello, I'm Dr. Cooper.
Allow me to brief you on the situation, so we may determine the best plan of action. Main power is offline. I am not sure what caused this disruption, but the event was fortunate. The darkness is a distinct tactical advantage. There are manual overrides in each room. I have temporarily disabled the one between us and the Voth. Unfortunately, the Dyson's captain did not survive the Voth's initial assault.
What can you tell me about the station?
There are 2 generator rooms that control much of the station's operations. The generator room to the south controls the power. The control room to the west, where the Voth are, maintains the station's jump capabilities. It is imperative we reach the west control room and disable it before the Voth jump this sphere back to their space. The release of the Omega particles needed for this reaction would be catastrophic.
How many Voth are between us and the control room?
More than the 2 of us can safely engage. Defeat would be certain. However, if we restore main power, we can use the station's automated defenses to even the odds, if we can avoid being targeted by them ourselves. I understand you have extensive combat experience. Do you have any suggestions?
Cole mentioned you had a ship in orbit. Could they help?
I have attempted to hail them, but received no response. The ship's shields and hull plating are designed to withstand the extreme amounts of heat, pressure, and radiation generated by this sphere's star. However, it is a prototype vessel on its first voyage. There were several unexpected system failures. The communications array must be among them. The ship has retreated to a safe location to make repairs. Until they are able to complete them, they will not be able to assist us.
Then our best option is to make our way towards the generator room.
We're moving away from the Voth, right?
Sensors are detecting a Voth battle mech ahead. I recommend we perform a more detailed scan to ensure it is deactivated.
Very well. Last thing we need is to fight one of those things.
pilot of this battlesuit may have been killed in the fighting. However, we do not know what else we will find on the station. We must move forward. The trapped Voth will be attempting to circumvent my modifications. What do you suggest?
Protect Cooper. He'll need your help. He's not a trained combat like us.
Sorry. I thought I saw something.
Remain calm, Doctor.
That's why I didn't want to give him a phaser.
The defenses in here can be quite lethal.
It was awful. The sounds, the blood.
I will stand watch while you and the doctor examine the generator.
If I understand this correctly, we can restore main power activating consoles that match the symbol up here. After the first one is activated, we'll only have 20 seconds to activate the other two. If we don't, the system will defend itself. Also, activating the wrong consoles will trigger the system's defenses. Be careful.
So we're going for a gold symbol.
That looks right.
Now let's go for the red.
That looks right.
Now blue.
That did it. The final console is unlocked.
Let's restart the station's power. Don't worry, it's a force field. The Voth. And what appears to be one of those battle mechs. Admiral, we have a situation.
This does not bode well. By restoring main power, we have released the locks, preventing the Voth from reaching our location. They will already be on the move. We will require Cooper's assistance to subvert the automated defenses for our own use. The Doctor is an expert in the technology found on the sphere. This is well within his capabilities.
Alright, I'll talk to Cooper.
What are we going to do? The Voth will be here any second, and I don't think they're in the mood to take prisoners. Please, you have to get me out of here. I'm not like you and Tuvok. I'm much too important to die here.
Calm down, Doctor. We will all get out here alive if you help us.
My help? What could I do? You and Tuvok have done everything so far. I don't even know how to use a phaser. I just want to go back to my lab. I was never meant for field work.
Tuvok said no one knows this technology better than you do. You can do this, Cooper.
Tuvok said that? Well, maybe. I might know the technology, but I don't work well under pressure. I need time and space to think, and I need to be able to do my work without fear of being killed. I can't help you. I'm sorry.
Cooper, I believe in you. You can do this.
All right. I'll try. If we're here, and the station's defenses are active, but we're not under attack. But if that's the case, wait. I can do this. Just give me a moment.
Do it.
I think if I try this...
Dr. Cooper, we require a solution.
I'm working on it. Vulcans, if I can just try that... Yes, I have it. I've done something. I'm not ready for what's being thrown at me here. Maybe I could activate the beams? Or something else?
Allow me, Doctor. Fascinating. With this exposed, I can manually activate the defenses in the next room. However, there is another possibility.
What is it?
Instead of activating the defenses to assist you, I can reroute the power to attempt to send a message to our stranded ship. It may not help, but we have been out of contact for hours. Your options are activating the defense beams, activating swarmers, or using none of them.
What are our odds without any defenses?
Slim enough that I cannot recommend it. However, if you choose to do so, I will support you.
Tell me about the swarmers.
I can alter the programming of the security swarmers that normally patrol this area. They will attack the Voth, but they also will attack us if there are no other targets. The swarmers will provide a distraction for us, but they could also be a liability. Do you want me to activate the swarmers?
Yes, activate the swarmers. We can deal with them later.
I'll wait here. You go on ahead.
By fighting the swarmers, it distracts the Voth, preventing them from shooting at me.
More Voth inbound. Prepare yourself.
Don't shoot the swarmers yet.
Voth commanders are approaching. We should move forward. Be on your guard.
I think that does it for the swarmers, at least in this room.
A Voth soldier is activating the battlesuit.
Oh, this is gonna hurt. I actually did better than I thought.
That was an explosion of sufficient magnitude to cause a breach. Doctor, what is your status?
I'm fine. The Voth can't get in. You, may want to put a shield up around the next door before you open it.
That doesn't sound good. Shield's up. Let's open the door.
It would appear all that is between us and our goal is the vacuum of space.
Perfect.
My modifications successfully locked the Voth out of this area. However, there was an armed Voth battlesuit in the corridor. The station's automated swarmers attacked, and this is the result.
Try to contact the Dyson again. They can transport us across.
No response. According to my readings, there is no method of direct access. Unless your ship is within range, we are stranded.
Unfortunately, my crew's with the fleet. Should we wait for Cooper?
I'm here. Wait.
Doctor, we require a way to access the other areas of the station. Your thoughts?
I have an idea, but you may not like it. Those EV suits over there, they have maneuvering jets that we could use on the outside of the station. I've looked them over, and they should be able to withstand the heat of the sun.
Should.
Well, nothing will withstand that much heat and radiation for long. The suits appear to be designed for use in the shadow of the station. But technically, they can keep us safe. For a little while.
They will have to suffice. We have no other logical option.
Agreed.
It's far too risky for me to go out there.
We will need to convince Cooper to overcome his fear and help us complete our mission.
First, let me activate my suit.
Do you really need me out there? Internal comms are still active. I could just tell you what you have to do. I really can't stand any more stress. I have no idea why Admiral Tuvok chose me for this project. I'm not trained for field work. If I get home alive, I'm writing a letter to the Federation Science Council. I'll file a formal complaint.
Do you want to be alone when the Voth return?
The Voth? I thought you defeated them all. They're not going to come back, are they? I can't be alone if they come back. They'll kill me. They'll rip me apart.
In that case, come with us, if you want to live.
Okay, I'll do it. I can't fight the Voth alone.
Good, let's get moving.
Click here to activate your EV suit. This will protect you from environmental
Already dead.
hazards.
I can do this. I can do this. I can do this.
Calm yourself, Doctor. Conserve your oxygen. There is a large piece of debris blocking the station's entrance.
Let's go ahead and scan it, see if we can remove it.
There is a large amount of debris blocking the entrance. It will be impossible for us to move it without assistance. I can scan the area for anything that may be of use.
Very well, do it.
There are two objects of interest. The first is the remains of a Voth battlesuit. There is a mortar payload within it that we can place onto the debris. The second is the remains of a swarmer, specifically a miniaturized communications device. We could use it to detonate the mortar remotely.
You get the communicator. I'll get the payload. Gotta be careful when maneuvering in this thing. Alright, let's set the charge.
I suggest flying a safe distance before activating the charges.
Agreed. That's just gonna be as far away as I can get, as long as I can stop myself. Setting off the charge.
The door is sealed. Any ideas, Doctor?
There should be a manual release for the locks above us.
I will establish a shield.
Gotta be careful when maneuvering. The momentum on this thing is pretty heavy. This is what I talked about with momentum.
The doors are open. Dr. Cooper and I will wait for you inside.
I'll be right there. Once again, having to deal with momentum.
These suits are fried. I doubt they'll be much use anymore.
In that case, I'll take it off.
Does not protect you in combat. Re-equip your body armor now.
Something has closed the doors. Most unsettling.
Agreed.
I think the station's defenses are activating.
Enemy targets on sensor.
We should move forward before more defenses activate.
Let's go this way. Or not. Apparently they won't let us through that door. It'll be a timing.
Those consoles should provide a measure of safety.
If I can time it right. Power down the room's shielding to access the control panels. The doctor and I will continue our work while you disable the lower panels. Another one of those timing issues. One more.
Good work. Reactivate the shields and we can complete our mission. The honor of deactivating the station is yours.
There we go. The deactivation program is moving nicely.
Doctor, I'm detecting something curious. Energy levels in the gateway in front of us are rising at an exponential rate. It appears to be activating.
What? Let me check. Oh, this is not good. The gateway is designed to be an escape hatch in the event this station goes offline. We cannot deactivate the jump protocols without activating the gateway as well.
Is there any way to override the protocols?
None that I can see. If we want to stop the jump, we have to activate that gate.
It seems we have little choice. Your thoughts?
As Tuvok said, we have no choice. If we want to stop this sphere from moving, we need to activate the gateway. Our time here is limited. The Voth will return in force. We have to do this now. There is no other option.
Although I don't like the idea of opening another gateway, we gotta keep this sphere from jumping. It's time to shut it down.
I'm so sorry. I wish I could have found a better way. I failed you both.
Do not dwell on this. If there was another option, we would have found it. One moment. We are being hailed. Tuvok here.
Chief Engineer Tarkaram of the Dyson here, Admiral.
Acknowledged, Chief. Are all of your systems restored?
The opening of the gateway cleared up the ambient distortion disruptions. Do you need transport?
Yes, I want to get off this station now.
We are ready to depart. Chief, do you have a lock?
Admiral Tuvok, come in!
Dyson, 3 to beam up.
We can't get a lock. You need to get out of the hot zone. Move!
Alright, let's get going. We can't utilize that door.
We're going to die! We're going to die!
We have a lock on you, sir. Just give the word.
Beam us up now. The Yellow Springs is still in the fight with the fleet, so we're being aboard this prototype vessel, the USS Dyson.
Good to have you on board, sir. I'm Chief Engineer Tarkaram. The fleet and your ship are still engaged with the Voth, but several Voth ships are making their way towards the gateway. One of their dreadnoughts has already passed through. As the only available ship, we have orders to stop the other Voth from entering the gateway.
Understood. Let's see what this ship can do.
Engage your ship's special functions by clicking here.
Let's activate tactical mode. did well for a prototype.
There are no more Voth in the vicinity, but one dreadnought did go through the gateway. If my readings are correct, it is passing into another Dyson sphere. This one deeper in the Delta Quadrant. If the Voth are allowed to enter another sphere, they will try to claim it, as they have fought to claim this one.
Helm, take us into the gateway. So we're going from one Dyson sphere to another. And this one we're going into happens to be in the Delta Quadrant. I've already been the Alpha and the Beta. Only seems fair I go to the Delta.
Navigational readings indicate we are in the Delta Quadrant. However, we are inside a Dyson sphere, and there are no known structures of this type in this region. I'm detecting the presence of a Starfleet vessel, the USS Gold. That ship disappeared on a survey of the Jenolan Dyson sphere at the precise instant the Iconian Gateway network was reset to save New Romulus.
The Jenolan Dyson sphere?
This sphere was discovered by the crew of the USS Jenolan in 2294. The USS Enterprise D rescued Montgomery Scott, a survivor of the Jenolan 75 years later. However, it now appears that the Jenolan sphere had the same jump capabilities as the Solanae, and moved to this location with the Gold inside.
Interesting. What's the status of the Gold?
I am detecting disabled systems on the Gold, but there is no weapons damage. Also, sensors indicate that the Voth Dreadnought has its weapons armed, but is not fired. What do you suggest?
Hail the USS Gold. Let's find out what they know. Let's get into comm range. They're disabled, but they don't appear to have taken any battle damage.
Thank the prophets. I knew someone would find us. We were on a routine survey in the Jenolan Dyson sphere when something happened. Systems that have been dormant for centuries activated. The energy readings were off the scale. Then a flash and...
We're here now. You're not alone.
My nav computer claims we're in the Delta Quadrant. If that's right, this entire Dyson sphere somehow moved itself more than 50,000 light years from its previous position. Since then, we've been stuck. I would have taken Voyager's path back home if we could get out of the sphere. The doors were locked tight, and the gateway powered down as soon as we arrived.
The sphere did move, but we can help you return home.
Glad to have the help. Supplies are running low. But what was that ship that just passed us? Shares some signs of Voth tech, but our databanks don't have anything like that.
Let me catch you up to speed.
Another Dyson sphere? It's taken us 40 years to study this one, and we're not even close to understanding it. And if that ship was Voth, it would explain why they ignored our hails. They came in with their weapons armed and then simply stopped. Didn't see us as a threat. The ship set course for the sealed door and is just sitting there. They're ignoring us. I promised my crew we'd get home. If you could send over a team with some spare components, I can get this ship ready to travel.
We'll transport over a few of our engineers to help. Stand by.
I have extensive experience with the Voth. While they are arrogant, it is not like them to completely ignore a potential threat. It may be that they sense a greater danger. I suggest we approach and attempt to hail them. Voyager found that some Voth were open to negotiation. We should make every attempt to find a peaceful solution.
Very well. Helm, plot a course for the Voth ship.
Warning, ship is under attack.
How very friendly of them.
The Voth are moving towards the door.
Tuvok?
Your query will have to wait, Doctor. Shields are down and we...
You're not.
You're not Cooper.
The weak shall perish.
The Undine.
Captain, the Undine outside of the sphere are powering weapons. The mammalian ship is still disabled.
Arm all weapons. We will destroy the creatures and then return for the mammoths.
Oh dear. They cut right through the door and destroyed that dreadnought.
I am unharmed, but we are in danger. We are deep within the Delta Quadrant, right where Cooper wanted us. We do not know how long this infiltrator has impersonated Cooper, or the extent of what he has done. However, I am quite familiar with the tactics of Species 8472. We will repel the Undine, and survive to warn the Alpha Quadrant of the renewed threat.
Shields up, weapons ready.
Warning. Ship is under attack. Target shields have failed.
Great, it went away. Should be back in a different spot. It was just one wave.
Warning. Ship is under attack.
The Lisette is here to provide any assistance you require.
Good to see you, Lisette.
Right shields failing. Target shields have failed. Rear shields failing. Altitude 75%. Target shields have failed.
I will say that this ship has better maneuverability than the Yellow Springs, but not the firepower.
Four shields failing.
Good to see you, Borskew.
Rear shield failing.
Ooh, they got me. Plasma torpedoes, anti-proton beam array.
Is that it? We wanted more of a fight.
It is not over yet, Captain. 2 Undine dreadnoughts are approaching.
Warning. Ship is under attack.
This dreadnought's getting defeated easier. Let's target it. One dreadnought's gone.
Target's shields have failed.
Good to see you. We would have arrived sooner, but there was a Voth fleet in the way. Congratulations on a successful mission. Now the Romulan Republic will take over. We'll set up a command center for further operations. I'm sure Command will contact you when your presence is needed.
I don't believe the Republic has the authority to do that.
No! This ends now! Our generosity to the Romulans can only extend so far! The Klingon Empire claims this Dyson Sphere as its own! Starfleet and the Republic would be wise to keep their distance. Or else.
The Solnay Dyson Sphere is controlled by an alliance. Why would this one be any different?
Oh? Are you prepared to back that statement with action? The Klingon Empire has restrained itself again and again in an attempt to maintain this alliance with the Romulans. I think it's time I remind you of what happens when a Klingon loses patience.
Very well, Corrin. You want to see who survives?
Fighting over this sphere is not an option. It would divide our strength. Precisely what would benefit the Undine. The Voth chose to fight instead of cooperate. They were destroyed. We can choose not to be enemies. It is time we did so.
Well, Corrin?
The Klingon Empire will not sit and wait while the Federation and Romulans continue to claim these powerful weapons for themselves. This conversation is not over.
Very well. And how about you, Commander Jarok?
The Romulan Republic will continue to take responsibility for areas within our jurisdiction, but I do not wish to cause a rift in what has been a successful joint action. However, I will not be put in a position where I must choose between the Federation and the Klingon Empire. We have agreements on both sides that must be honored. Sub-Commander Cole can handle the details. I am a ship captain, not an administrator.
Fair enough.
Cooper's departure has lifted the miasma in my mind. An affliction that I did not even realize was there. He was influencing me. He used the psychic abilities of the Undine to influence my thoughts. And the results are an effect of my failure. I should have been able to detect his influence.
We must look forward now, not back. What do you want to do now, Admiral?
We have fulfilled our mission to neutralize the jump capabilities of the Solnay Sphere. only to open up a gateway that the Undine can now use to reach our space. They will no longer have to create rifts from fluidic space. Was this Cooper's plan all along? I suggest we return to Subcommander Cole. We must attempt to save the fragile peace of the Alliance.
Very well.
The sphere is under Federation control.
This sphere is only accessible through an Alliance-controlled gateway.
Then perhaps it is time to end this alliance.
This is neither the time nor the place for this.
Commander Jarrah is correct. The Undine are a threat to us all. Now they have direct access to our space. I propose a summit. We must decide together what we must do to protect the Alpha Quadrant. Our disputes may need to be put aside in the face of a greater enemy. I volunteer to mediate these talks. Dr. Cooper manipulated me to achieve his goals. It is only logical that I take responsibility for what has happened here.
Very well, Vulcan. We will finish this later.
To be continued. Let's contact Subcommander Cole. Okay, folks, that was episode 6. I'll give you a sneak peek at episode 7. Our season finale. Surface tension. The native species of fluidic space. These aliens have infiltrated galactic powers, including the Federation, by using their shape-shifting and telepathic abilities. In an attempt to form a united front against this threat, I have called for a summit to discuss the means which the various governments of the Alpha and Beta Quadrants can detect and neutralize the Undine presence. The location for the talks will be in the Jenolan Dyson Sphere. Control of the site is currently under dispute by the Federation, the Klingon Empire, and Romulan Republic. However, I believe that access to the sphere should be a secondary concern to what the threat of the Undine. Your experience in the field may prove to be valuable in this perspective, as well as a moderating influence. Please attend as a representative of the Federation. Alright. Okay, folks, I hope you enjoyed episode 6. I will see you for our season finale, episode 7. Until then, this is Captain Chris Dorn, signing off.